I imagine all of us can think of people who want what they want, and there is nothing you can do to change their mind. And we see that on display in our first reading today from 1 Samuel. We see Samuel now at the end of his life, and all of Israel together comes together to confront Samuel, and they begin by insulting him. They're saying, look, you're old and your kids aren't faithful. So we've decided that instead of having judges rule over us, we want from now on kings. We want to be like all the other countries around us that have kings. And as you can imagine, Samuel's pretty frustrated by this. I'm sure the delivery wasn't that great either. But he turns to God, and God says, give them what they want. However, warn them. And so Samuel returns to them and says, okay, here's the deal. If you have a king, 3 things are going to happen. 1 is he's going to take your sons from among you to become soldiers. He's going to take the best of the things that you have for himself, and he's going to tax you. These are the 3 things we can guarantee on: death and taxes, right? Soldiers, the best of the best is his, and that you're going to have taxes. And the people say, that's okay, we want what we want. Sort of similar to a teen who will not back down of what they want, and it's what everybody else has. And so God in his mercy says, okay, grant their wish. And we're going to see it in the days that come in our daily readings, how that plays out, both in the figure of Saul and David, the first 2 kings. How they start out good, but they become corrupt, and how they fall as well from grace. But take that first reading and people who want what they want no matter what, and contrast it with our gospel today. And in our gospel today, we hear about friends who bring their paralytic friend to Jesus. Jesus, who is the great King of Kings, who is not lording it over the people as in our first reading, but instead is at the lowest place. And they want what they want is to bring their friend to Jesus no matter what. Jesus here in the lowest place, reminding us of Jesus' emptying of himself, becoming lowest among us, knowing us in our weakness. They lower their friend down to where Jesus is. They want what Jesus wants, not just what they want. Their desires and his desires are the same. And so these readings for today invite us to think about, are our wants, our desires for ourselves and God aligned? Are they the same? Are my wants, my desires for my spouse, my kids, my friends, my colleagues, are they my wants or are they God's wants? And how can we align our wants and our desires to what God wants for us and Jesus desires for us today?